real happy to get a player that plays like that. The type of game that he plays, I think, is a game that really translates well to a hard-nosed team and a team that can be successful in the playoffs.
Kevin's captain in Owen Sound history, a lot of leadership qualities. Sounded a little Rutger-esque. We were talking. What drew you to him with that quality?
Well, again, I think when you sit down and talk to him, you do get that feeling that he's a pretty serious person. He's serious about a lot of things in his life. Obviously, he's Scholastic Player of the Year. He took great pride in that. A real just a hard-nosed, greasy type of player too. So can score goals and goes to the hard areas to score them too. So our guys are real excited.
I know the future about when these guys make their impact. Like the team could be different. Like there's time. But it's got to feel good to have somebody who complements the skill sets of some of the other prospects that you have coming up, like a Perfetti or a Lucius or what have you.
Yeah, definitely different types of players. There's no question about it. And those are that's the things that you need. You need a lot of different elements in the game to be successful. And he's a competitor and he wants to win. So that's a real important thing.
I'm sure lots of kids, Chevy, say that they have a 200-foot game, but it sure looks like this kid does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He plays the game the right way, plays it hard, plays it honest, and can do the skill things too. It's not like he's a player that just has one dimension. He's got lots of different layers to his game.
It's safe to say, very talented player with 46 goals. But as we just talked to him, I mean, the energy that he brought. How much was character a part of the decision-making process to have him as number one?
Well, again, I think he wears things on his sleeve. He is what he is. There's no second guessing what you're going to see every night. From a player like him.
It's obvious that the character that he brings from speaking with them. But as a player, what are his strengths?
Well, he can really shoot the puck. Again, he goes to the gritty areas, plays a hard game. Obviously he's a competitor. So he checks off lots of different boxes: skill component, compete component, hard component. Do the little things, and he's a leader. Again, as you mentioned, the youngest captain in Owen Sound's history. Those are all don't just happen. Like that's the true testament of the player.
We saw a clip of you on Sportsnet afterwards with a pretty big smile on your face. How fast did you guys want to run to the podium, and what was the vibe amongst the scouting staff when you knew that he would be available?
Well, there was obviously, for us, we've got our own internal rankings and where guys are at. So, there was things were kind of narrowing in, and we were hopeful. We didn't know for sure that he was going to be right there for us. But again, we're fortunate, I think, to get a player like him that'll really, I think, make Winnipeg Jets fans really proud when they get a chance to watch him.
Hey, one other one, in case I missed, I don't think there was a trade in the entire first round. Was it quiet as far as talking to other GMs? How strange of a night was it, considering that there wasn't any?
It got to be a little bit of a flurry of activity, of phone calls right around our pick. And that almost made us, solidify the fact that we were picking even more. Again, it's an interesting dynamic. Sometimes there's things like this happen where there is no movement, and everyone talked about what a good draft it was, and I think if your player was there, you had to strike.
Just quickly, what happens now before tomorrow, and what's the outlook for you and your staff going into day two?
Well, you go back, you take a look at the list, and reassess where some things are. Our list is pretty tight right now. Like as far as where it goes, from a number standpoint, it's pretty tight. You never can predict where, obviously the Russian factor was something that was going to be very interesting to watch and see, and that impacts certainly things in the first round. As the rounds progress here now, things will start to spread out, and you just be ready for those things.
Thanks, Kevin. See you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.